Thomas Patrick Abraham. You have a lawyer on this, don't you, Mr. Yes. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
No worries.
I've had my head down here just trying to work away.
I don't have the mustache anymore, so I don't say it now.
Okay, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Chris Shepty, 30 of my.
I need Jessica in here, please. Sir, your name?
Thomas Abraham.
All right. So what I did is I took a plea and I set a sentence date for today. Just give me 1 second here.
Oh,
Did I not take a plea to this charge of federal refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs?
you did, Your Honor.
I don't know why I didn't make a note of that. I think I did. So I'm going to just indicate that that was done, I believe, on. Can you tell me, Heather, was that on September 25th?
Let me take a look, Judge.
Your name?
Just hold on, we have information.
I'm going to give you an award for showing up so quickly all the time. You do this better than anybody I've ever worked with.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Seriously. Okay. Yeah, was it? Or I'm sorry. Just tell me when you get your ability, get an opportunity to look at that, if you would.
You're looking for when he took his actual plea, Judge, or?
Yes, and I believe it was September 25th on the probation violation is what I'm talking about.
September 2nd.
I see it September 2nd, yes. September 2nd.
And then October 1st, and then today, Your Honor.
I see. So it was September 2nd. My mistake. All right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you or did you not tell me that Mr. Abraham, because I told him about a set of sentencing, and on the first, I said he was in treatment. I can't read my writing, but I know I had told him he had to be tested, right?
He was a sobriety board candidate for the time being. I think 3 times a week on red for the sobriety board.
Did he test?
He has been testing. We had one issue. I did add show causes. He tested on October 5th through DNA. He was caught with outside urine. He did then submit to a test, and that test was positive for cocaine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see these added ones. So I've got fair refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive for a cocaine metabolite on September 9, and then the same thing on September 18th, positive for cocaine, and then failed to submit the weekly testing on September 18 and September 30, and you're adding, and now you're telling me he showed up with a bottle of urine on the 5th.
And then
But you didn't add that one.
I did add that one. It should be on the first page of the show cause, Your Honor. It should be number 1.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs on that date.
He did submit to a second test, and that test was positive for cocaine. The lab was pending when I issued it. I do have the lab confirmation now, Your Honor, and it was lab confirmed positive. For the cocaine
Let me slow down a little bit. I'm confused. What did I take a plea to on September 2nd?
On September 2nd, you took a plea to the original show cause.
Which I don't even have in front of me anymore. I need a second page of a register. Second page of a register. I don't know what happened. This is strange. Do you know what was that show cause for?
I believe it was for testing positive for cocaine.
On what date?
It would have been listed on September 2nd. Is when we.
No, I know, but I don't have the show cause. Nobody gave me that show cause. I just got one here. And I do remember that I took a plea back in September.
Yeah, so that one was already dealt with. I do have that. I do have the arraignment and the sentencing on that. So
I sentenced him on that already?
it looks like you signed off on it.
No, I think I adjourned the sentence to October 1, and then on October 1, we talked about drug court, and I sent for the bond test. So I need that one. I need that show cause. Do you have that, or do you?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, then. Is it true that he pled to failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive on July 29th, right, counsel?
Yes, John.
So now we're on an amended show cause. I need another probation violation sheet. And I'm going to have to go through each one of these counts. So, sir, I don't remember if I asked you your name. Did I ask you your name here again? All right, so counsel, I'm gonna put this on here as another show cause. And you can tell me how he's going to proceed as it relates to these 5 counts.
Your Honor, it's a new violation. I had a dialogue with Mike Horley. He's not going to contest those violations. He's very sincere and transparent with me. He's not going to be asking for a hearing.
Judge, I would like to on the new one, show cause number 4, I would like to dismiss that count. It stated when I had issued it, it stated that he didn't show that day. Clearly, he didn't show because he tested positive. So I'd like to dismiss.
On the 18th of September, count 4 dismissed motion PO now. So he's going to plead to 1, 2, and 3, and 5, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty here, sir, this would be 4 more technical violations. Your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. Do you understand that?
Yes,
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
yes,
You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial. Do you understand that?
yes,
As the count 1 that you fail to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, this is on October 5th, with the further provision or understanding that part of that is that you brought in outside urine. How do you plead to that?
guilty,
Did you fail to refrain from consuming alcohol?
yes,
And ultimately, the test that you did without the outside urine proved that you were positive for cocaine. Is that true or false?
true,
All right, is the count 2 that you tested positive September 9th of 25? How do you plead?
well, not that,
I just want to know guilty or not guilty.
guilty,
Did you test positive on that day?
yes,
Count 3 that you tested positive on September 18th for cocaine. How do you plead?
guilty,
Did you test positive then?
yes,
Count 5. Count 5 that you failed to submit the testing as ordered on September 30. How do you plead?
Your Honor, we made a matter of call. My client, I need to have a dialogue with him. I don't want him to feel like he's not being heard. Can I have the matter recall briefly?
Sure. We'll begin anew when he comes
Okay.
back. Okay. Folks, we're going to take a 5-minute recess here, okay? Thank you. Everybody stay seated.
What the hell just happened? Why are they taking a break in the middle of this?
Abraham, people against Thomas Patrick Abraham.
Gotta do some blow in the bathroom.
This is file 24WA33005B.
Good morning, Judge. Thank you for that brief opportunity.
Thank you for calling.
My client, he understands what the allegations are. Just need a little clarification.
Okay, sir, your name again?
no, I'm saying,
Can you send in Jessica and Abraham? Thanks. Okay, so what's he going to do now?
As the violations, he's not going to test those violations, and we are prepared to proceed.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
yeah, true,
All right. You understand all your rights. You understand you could get 90 days because this would be 4 technical and you got 1 prior technical, and that would be 5, and your probation could be revoked.
yes, true,
And you understand all your rights.
yes,
And you understand you plead guilty. You're giving up all those rights.
yes,
As to count 1, that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive for cocaine on October 5 of 25. How do you plead?
guilty,
Did you test positive for cocaine on that date?
Yeah.
Did you also bring in some outside urine?
yeah,
Is the count 2 that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive on September 9 of 25 for cocaine? How do you plead? Count 3, that you tested positive for cocaine on September 18 of 25. How do you plead?
No.
Count 5, that you failed to submit the weekly testing as ordered on September 30 of 25. How do you plead?
No.
Did you fail to submit the testing on September 30? And did you also test positive for a cocaine metabolite on September 9 and 18?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Pleas are accepted as to counts 1, 2, 3, and 5. Count 4 was dismissed on motion to PO. Your name?
Jessica O'Donnell.
All right, Mr. Chemke. I don't know what to tell you on this one, counsel. You got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, obviously, with respect to relapse being part of recovery, it's not just the opportunity that this court could present my client. I think that he definitely needs some outside guidance in the circumstance. He is still trying to perpetuate some advancement in society. And for example, Judge, he's supposed to close on the home tomorrow on October 17 through Gold Star Mortgage. He did provide the verification. I did send that to probation. Judge, I know that he's not making it easy to work with the court, but I would humbly request any sort of opportunity for my client.
What can I do? I thought we were going to get him into drug court.
I know that
And
there's
then he's bringing the outside urine in. And then he's testing positive for cocaine. I mean, I don't know what I can do.
I did start the IOP on Monday, with, at the guidance center. It's intensive outpatient. It's Monday, Tuesday and Thursdays, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I was there Monday and Tuesday. Today, I'm here obviously, but so I entered that. I'm doing that. I have that. That's 10-9. I've been doing the NA.
Hang on a second.
And
What the
I
hell
was
is?
tested.
Hang on one second.
You want to get that there?
Just hang it up. Go ahead.
So I was tested yesterday and the day before, negative. Like I said, I just started the intense outpatient therapy with the guidance center.
See now, Mr. Chimke, I made a note on September 2, he was in treatment.
yeah, he's also on, he's got other treatment because he's on probation. When we first started this journey, he has his circuit court case, but I walked him to Southgate, walked him into Westland. He has some terms and conditions through Westland. So he's certainly in a position where he's being chaperoned. He just, I think, would do better off with a little bit more aggressive chaperoning, which could be done through this court, Your Honor.
You can't trust somebody that's bringing in somebody else's urine to a test. I can't have somebody in sobriety court that even contemplates that. I can't, I'm not going to put these people through that nonsense. They've got a lot to do. Somebody was calling you, John. Can you have them turn that down, turn that phone? It rang 6 times. You'd think they'd have learned after the second or third ring.
I don't know why the rules come in.
Jesus. I don't know what to do with them. I mean, other than sending them to jail for a lengthy period of time, you're not getting it. Didn't he swear up and down that he hadn't been using?
I believe so. The last time there's been a lot. He didn't admit to a lot of use in the past. From what I remember.
You want to sit there and lie to me and then bring in urine and now expect a break from me?
I made a mistake.
No, those are not mistakes. Those are not mistakes. Those are intentional acts. You lied to me. You told me you weren't using. You went in there. You brought somebody else's urine in there. And now you want a break?
I would just like to close. It's been a lengthy process.
Well, I could just give you 90 days. We can settle it a day.
Joe, you know, in that circumstance, what we were trying to do is if the court were to be inclined in consideration, as to if Judge were to impose me jail, he does make proper documentation and he does it occasionally tomorrow. if the court were to admonish initially with a little jail and consideration for probation, we just ask for a little court date to be as soon as Monday, just so that he can get his house closed on.
How old are you?
61.
You're not working, right?
Retired.
From,
Delta Airlines.
what'd you do for Delta Airlines?
I was a luggage handler for 28 and a half years.
How long you been using cocaine?
First time I ever used it, I was like 20 years old.
You haven't been using it for 41 years, have you?
No.
When did you go back to start using cocaine?
Well, I was on opiates, you know, to my doctor, and
For what?
for back and neck injuries.
Okay. When was that?
That was,
Baggage handlers always do get back and neck injuries and shoulder injuries. I've represented a ton of them.
Excuse me.
that was quite a while from like, 1998 to, 2005, I think.
So for 7 years you were prescribed opiates. Did you have any surgery?
No, I didn't. They wanted to do surgery, but I didn't have
And they just kept giving you opiates. Nice. Good. Fine. Thanks. That's why this kind of garbage happens.
They didn't look at their habit forming at the time. And they turned out to be with me, you know, so
What do you think?
Yeah, they've only known that narcotics are habit forming since, I don't know, for 300-400 years minimum. This isn't new. This is this isn't a revelation to the medical community.
I don't know what else you can do for us to agree on. I think Friday court was the best opportunity for, and then it seems that that's.
No.
You know, I believe he's still on testing right now. Would it be possible for him to do his closing tomorrow and then come back in 1 week, see how his tests are going? I mean, that would at least show that he's starting to make some momentum, but no promises or assurances. And then if the court still felt inclined, I mean, it's really been his to lose this entire time.
I just can't stand the fact that he was going in there with somebody else's urine. Aside from telling me he was Mother Teresa when he was here last time, that he hadn't been using, and then he's taking urine in, and he's positive test after test after test. I'll do that for you. Heather, are you October 23rd, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
For October 23rd. That, I'm sorry, Judge, that's what you need a date for?
Yeah, I can do October 23rd. I believe Mr. Shumke will be here, right? Can we just do it at 8:30?
Yes, please.
October 23rd at 8:30. Okay, Heather?
thank you.
You're so far from out of the woods, I wouldn't be thanking me for anything right now. Good luck. Go down the hall, get your notice. Continue to test, sir. If I find out ever again that you're bringing urine in there, we're gonna have a big problem. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Is Officer Millie here? Come on up. We're gonna handle this. Kayleen Patty Mozam, 25F244656. Ma'am, what's your name?
Terry Hollis.
Why are you showing up so late?
I actually caught the bus. And I had to walk in at night. I let him know we had to do that.
All right, come on up to the podium, officer. Ma'am, your name?
Terry Moser.
And officer, your name? So I think the thing that was this is there was an injury to the other driver, right?
Was the injury to her. She was transported to the hospital. The other driver later checked herself in the house.
The other driver did check herself in.
After the incident wrapped up, yes.
See, that's why I can't take impeding, ma'am. If you want to plead the fair to yield, or hang on, or you can have a hearing, whatever you want to do. If you want to have a hearing, I'll swear you both in.
Need you have it. Actually, I have my own business. And ticket is
Okay.
instrumental.
Okay, so I want you to understand something. I'm not going to change my mind on this. I've been doing this for decades. If somebody's hurt in an accident, I just don't take impeding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to. Okay, raise your right hands. Raise your right hand.
Why is this I want a formal here?
This is an informal hearing. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm both of you that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. Officer, ma'am?
Aye.
Okay, go ahead. You can go ahead and tell me what happened.
Around 8:03 in the morning. Ms. Lozam pulled off in the business of Jake's Kitchen because she had something in her eye. After trying to clear what was in her eye, she tried to re-enter the roadway. In doing so, vehicle 2 was traveling down the roadway west on Western Elmwood Drive. Lozam struck the other vehicle that was traveling straight, causing the vehicle to spin out, go over the train tracks, and disable the other vehicle.
And the woman, was it a man or a woman in the other vehicle? Not that it matters, but she ultimately went to the hospital.
I went to deliver Ms. Lozam her ticket, and then the other driver checking herself into the hospital when I left the delivery of the ticket.
Do you have any questions of him, ma'am? Do you wish to testify?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what you'd like to say.
I was driving down the road and I had my window down and a bug came into my eye. I pulled over on the side of Carnaby Drive because I was in severe pain and my eye was watering and I didn't have clear vision. I waited there for about 2 or 3 minutes, trying to clear it up so I could take myself to the hospital. And when I went to pull out onto Carnaby Drive, I looked, I didn't see a car. And then when I went to proceed, the car was there. So this, I don't know.
Okay, but the other car had the right of way.
I understand that, but I was at stop here. I was stopped. And then I proceeded. I didn't see a car and then
I know, you stopped.
I was at a stop and I went to pull out.
Yeah, you pulled out in front of the vehicles, right?
I actually pulled out into the vehicle. I didn't think that got, it wasn't there and when it was there. I'm scared. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I'm not.
I was facing the road, like I didn't see, I looked, the vehicle wasn't there. Then all of a sudden, I put the car into drive and the vehicle's there.
I'm sorry. I can't do anything here but find you responsible. You pulled out in front of the vehicle. The lady went to the hospital. She had the right of way.
I myself am so injured. I've been in therapy for 2 months.
Ma'am,
I'm,
ma'am, I can't just ignore laws like this. There's nothing I can do. You fail to yield and you sent somebody and yourself to the hospital. I'm sorry. I find you responsible as charged. If there wasn't an accident where somebody was injured and the damage was minor, it'd be a different story, but I'm sorry. Find you responsible as charged, 195. You can go down the hall and pay that. Thank you both. Mackenzie Lynn Goff, 25B148638. A and C. Your name?
Just going on.
I don't know what's going on here. Your name? Your name? She wrote 10 violations. Somebody wrote prior violations 10. I don't see where there's been.
There's 0 and 0. So I that must have been a mistake on our end when processing the paperwork, but Ms. Wiles herself wrote 0 and 0 on the paperwork. So I don't know if our clerk made a mistake when processing the file, but yeah, there's 0 prior.
So this would be the first violation.
That's correct.
All right. I'll take that as a given because I didn't see him. I'm sorry.
yeah, they weren't right.
All right. So let's go through this. What do you want to do? Is she going to plead or does she want a hearing? Young lady, if you plead guilty, you could get 5 days on each of these cases. I could revoke your HIDA status. You'd be subject to a 90-day jail term. I have to tell you that. I wouldn't be all nervous about it. You understand that? Did you sign an advice of rights form here today? Did you read it and understand it? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing of any kind. You understand that? Okay. To the charge that you failed to provide proof of completing your community service 16 hours by September 15th, how do you plead? Why did you fail to do that?
I was ordered 8 hours, yes,
Or ordered 8?
yeah,
Well, what happened? Why are we charging 16?
I'm not sure.
So Judge, she did the hours, but she didn't do it at a non-profit. She just was under the understanding as long as she did free work
Like
somewhere,
volunteer work.
it would.
Like, where'd you do your voluntary work?
It was doctor, so I was unloading and bringing down boxes.
For who?
Well, his name is Josh Tucker. He works for Rug Doctor.
For what doctor?
Rug Doctor, like the carpet cleaner.
Oh, rug doctor.
Yeah.
The for property, Your Honor.
I get it.
This must have been a Miss Wiles' mistake. I do see that she was only ordered 8 hours.
What in the world's going on in this case? Why haven't you done this yet?
So she did, she just did it
I
at
know, I
like
get it, but
For profit
an
agency.
agency. This has to be a non-profit.
I get it. All right. I'll accept. Tell you what. When's your probation?
January 14th of 2026, Your Honor.
Look. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna dismiss the show cause. Do your community service, will you please?
Yes.
Did you do your court work?
Yes.
Okay, well then let's just do this. Well, wait, I almost have to extend, don't I? No, she said, that's right, that's right. But listen, I'm gonna dismiss the show cause. I want that community service done. Young lady, I want that community service done. By November 7th. Okay, let's not make a big deal about this. I can't believe that guy. What did he do? Send a letter saying she helped me out and let her go and I made money off of her? Or did he pay you too? What a great country. So he got community service in his favor, right? All right, go ahead, go take care of your community service. Show cause dismissed. Good luck to you. I sincerely wish you well.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Are we done yet or what's going on here today?
Really well here. Does have a video now.
Billy Wells, what's going on, Mr. Wells? People in Billy Wells. 244-915 A and B. Your name?
My name is Billy Wells.
Mr. Wells, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Just having problems with these old phones. You know, my kid's not around.
I get it. You're on my age. I get it. I get it. I get it completely. Listen, it's kind of getting late in the morning. You live in Arizona?
Arkansas, AR.
Oh, Arkansas. I'm sorry.
Arizona is AZ.
Thank you for enlightening me. I needed that. Stop smoking, will you?
I know it. That's my only habit, though.
No. I mean, you're still in court here. I can't have you smoking in court. All right. I mean,
Well, you know what? I didn't think about that.
Not generally, like right now, Jack Wagon. But he's so likable.
I'm sorry.
okay.
Go ahead.
Look, I got a reasonable guy here. I'll do one of two things. I can give you a lawyer or I can arraign you and let you speak to the Flat Rock prosecutor.
Okay.
Do you want a lawyer or do you want me to arraign you and let you talk to him? And then if you don't like what he offers.
Here's what happened.
No.
Go ahead.
I just need to know if you want a lawyer or if you want me to arraign you, explain the charges and the penalties, and then you speak to the prosecutor yourself. What do you want to do?
I can speak to the prosecutor myself.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and arraign you. You're charged with operating a commercial motor vehicle while your ability to do so was licensed, suspended, or revoked. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs are all those 2 points, at least 2 points. And you have a second charge here of impeding traffic. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent, right to a trial, right to bring in your own witnesses at a trial, right to cross-examine theirs. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. You'll be waiving the presumption of innocence and the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a
That is
reasonable
cool.
doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I've not been
You
to
still wish
Guatemala.
waive your right to a lawyer?
I'd like to.
Well, can I explain it to you,
No,
though, sir?
no, you either gotta tell me, Judge, I want a lawyer or I don't want a lawyer.
I want a lawyer. Can I
All
get
right,
it
I'm
today?
entering a not guilty plea, $500 personal bond. You can leave the state. You can leave the state since you live in Arizona without consent. You cannot
Arkansas.
violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I mean, Arkansas, rather. He'll take the file to the attorney who will represent you. The lawyer will get on and speak with you, and they'll speak to the prosecutor. Then you're going to come back in front of me, okay?
We're going to do it on Zoom again?
Yep, we're going to do it right now.
Okay. Okay.
Unless I can put this off for another couple weeks if you want. It's up to you. I can do it today or we can put it off.
We could do it today if we.
Okay, good enough. We'll
Yeah.
give you that lawyer and he'll be right with you, or she.
Okay. Okay.
And that one, you know, be the champagne.
I'm gonna get the Shemke because the ball was up. The gentleman in the courtroom, Mr. Farrell, it's 11:30 with Durwood. He's in another court. He's gonna zoom in. Durwood.
He wants to speak to a lawyer. So we're going to give him a lawyer. We'll give it to Mr. Carmen, let him speak with the guy, Mr. Wells, and then we should get out of here, okay?
I'm okay if you just hold on, just.
Well, I offered that. He wants to get it over with today.
Okay. Carmen's still around, Michael?
They said he was.
I think we give it to Jackie. Somebody who's around.
Okay, cool. All right.
Thanks. Thanks. Where's this Billy Joe Wells? Who was his lawyer?
That's mine, Your Honor.
They?
Half of us told Jack yesterday, if you know about it or not. They're all outside. Let's deal with this.
Is Jennifer going to deal?
Jen Burke's gonna do it.
Good. Billy Joe Wells, 25F 244 915 A and B.
Michael A. Carmen, P73824 on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
Mr. Wells, your name. Mr. Wells, you got to start your video again, sir, please. Thank you.
Are you there?
That's what I'm talking about. Sir, you got to start your video, please.
I'm trying to get it.
Well, try it harder, will you? You just did it 10 minutes ago, half an hour ago.
Oh, no.
Mr. Carmen, there you go. Your name.
Billy Wells.
So, Mr. Carmen, he's going to plead to impeding 2 counts. They're going to he has a valid CDL now, and they're going to dismiss that. True?
Correct, Your Honor.
The charge impeding traffic on file A, responsible or not responsible, Mr. Wells?
Responsible.
On file B, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Fine, I'll accept both pleas, dismiss the CDL charge. The operating a CDL while unlicensed or suspended. I'm going to charge you $250 on file A and $295 on file B. That's the charge, customary charge for the CDL on file B. So I'm cutting you a break on the first one. So you owe $545. Can you pay that today?
No, sir.
How much you have today? John.
Yes, sir.
This has to go back in that verify.
Oh, no.
Jennifer.
I need to get home first.
Well, tell me when you can pay it, sir. Come on.
What if I just split it in 2 payments?
You're not driving now, are you? You look like
I am, sir. I got an ear headset on.
you can't drive while we're conducting court, for the God's sakes.
Yes,
Smoking
I'm
and
going to give
driving.
you until October 30 to pay on file A. That's $250. I'm going to give you until November 14th to pay on file B. That's $295. Good luck. If you need more time, you call the court, go on Zoom on or before either one of those dates. I'll give you an extension. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
You
Honor.
understand, everything, Mr. Wells?
Yeah, no, you choose.
Thank you.
And you're.
Okay.
Did you just hang up?
Okay.
Driving. I was like,
What?
wasn't sure if he was gonna catch that he was driving.
Oh, Mr. Wells driving?
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
You're all set, Mr. Wells. Did you get your due dates that the judge said?
No, I
Did you
did
hear?
not.
Your
I didn't hear.
your one for 250 is due October 30th, and your one for 295 is due November 14th.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you're all set. You can disconnect now.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Same to y'all.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Is Mr. against Jackson Farrell, 24B82 280.
Road Haynes, behalf of Jackson Farrell.
How you doing, Mr. Haynes?
I'm doing well. How about you, Judge?
Good, thanks.
Good. We had a busy morning over here.
Where?
I'm in our 17th district in Redford right now.
Okay. Ms. Foley Carter, your name? Mr. Farrell, your name?
Jackson Barrel.
All right. So, he pled guilty. Wait a minute. I found him guilty after a hearing fair to clean the property and comply with all township ordinances as ordered. By August 31 of 25, I set an in-person hearing. I think I encouraged him in no uncertain terms to have the property cleaned up. What do you have to say?
Emergency enforcement officer Rob Harris did meet the scene on Tuesday of this week. I do have photos. They were forwarded to probation department. There has been progress made. It was in no way close to being.
Can I see what you have there? This is still how it exists?
It is. Rob did go out there again this morning and confirm that he's still on.
What do you have to say, Mr. Haynes?
Your Honor, my client is a disabled veteran. He's not the occupant of this property. But we've been in contact. I think it was September 29th was when we were last here, and it was adjourned till today's date. He and I have been in contact, and as the prosecutor said, there has been progress. He can't physically do the work himself. It's really up to his two sons, who are both employed full-time, and his daughter, who's living there, to get the place cleaned up. So he's a little bit at their mercy to get things scheduled, even though there is some urgency because he's the one who's been cited here. I'm not able to view the pictures at this time, but if more work needs to be done, then we would ask the court for an adjourned date.
Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Farrell?
Can't hear you.
Is there anything that you would like to say, sir?
We've cleaned it up. And, I don't know what kind of pictures you've got.
I'll show you. John, take these down.
I really can't see them. I don't understand what the issue. They're saying I'm not making any progress.
Listen. I told you on July 30 to have this done by August 31.
And we did with due diligence, tried to, sir.
You didn't do anything by August 31. You wanted to get smart with me and tell me that I came out to your property and started photographing. I don't know what in the devil you're talking about. And you acted like one of these sovereign citizen know-it-alls.
No.
On the video. Listen to me. And now you don't have the property cleaned up. Nobody wants to live next to that junk pile.
Sir, I have had no complaints from any neighbor.
I don't care.
What are the issues with, you say there's been no progress. There's been great.
She said very little progress. That's how it looked from the photos this morning. Looks to me like there's been no progress or little, if any.
Well, I would have to see the other pictures prior to this, sir.
How long has the city been after them to take care of this? Remind me, the township.
I believe since 2005.
2005. Oh, jeez.
Violations, a number of citations that we
He's
dismissed.
gonna force me to put him in jail. These guys, Mr. Haynes, I never thought I would ever put somebody in jail on a blight case. But I did last about a month or so ago, and I'm gonna do so here again because these guys think they don't have rules. I mean, this is not a lawless society here, Mr. Farrell. This is not a lawless society.
I did not state that, sir. I know there are laws and there are rules.
Look at those pictures. Let me see those again. Hand those up to me. Can he keep a copy? Do you have an extra copy?
I don't, Your Honor.
Send them to Mr. Haynes.
I have pictures on my phone to show that there is not that there. Would you like to see those?
I'll be glad to.
I do have additional photos that are sent to probation from this morning and confirm that it looks as it did on Tuesday.
I mean, this looks like a junkyard. Look at this one of the garage. You got junk all inside the garage with the door up. There's all kinds of junk outside the garage.
That's all they leave there for.
Were these taken this morning?
Those were taken Tuesday. I have additional ones that I sent probation this morning, and they confirmed that there's been no progress since Tuesday or today. So those are.
So you sent them to probation this morning. John, call over there, tell them that to print them out, the ones from this morning, and that you're gonna come over and get them, will you?
Be able to print in color.
They what?
Be able to print that in color.
Not gonna be able to tell them.
Do you also have a list of violations that I can read off? And
Go ahead.
so according to Rob Harris, the code enforcement officer, there was a fence that was put up without a permit. It remained,
Yeah, we covered that last time.
and it's still there, Your Honor. There's a large amount of ground storage that is present in the back and side yards, causing blatant rodent harborage that needs to be removed. Tarps are present to cover ground storage and causing rodent harborage. The dumpster cannot be stored on the property after it's no longer in use. I guess it does smell pretty bad right now. The garage door's been open for a couple of years, causing rodent harborage and damage to the garage structure. So they will need a building department inspection because it's likely unsafe now. There are multiple holes in rotted wood on the exterior of the home. There is nesting animals and rodent harborage from the exterior.
If you didn't know, y'all stink. Okay, that's just my.
Active treatment of the home is gone. There are large piles of stacked wood in the rear of the home that needs to be removed, again, because of rodent harborage and blight.
What's your name?
Josh.
Josh what?
Sure.
You gonna help your dad out or not?
Thousands of pounds of stuff. He has collected it for years. I've been trying to slowly get at it for all this happened, now I'm rushed.
Now you're what?
But now I'm rushed.
Doesn't sound like anybody's rushing. Sounds like they told you back in 2005.
My advice on such as I was not notified of this till 2025. When you're going back to 2024, I was not made aware of this till May of 2020.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm giving you 2 weeks. 2 weeks or else you're going to jail.
2 weeks to do what, sir?
Clean up the property.
The property is clean.
All right.
You're complaining about stuff.
Okay, I'm not complaining. If you think it's clean, I might as well just send you to jail today.
Oh.
Is this clean?
Yes,
This is clean?
it's greatly clean, sir.
And then it,
Oh, what, what standards this yard Nazi subscribes to? I do not belong to an HOA. I do not subscribe to it. But he wants to violate my constitutional civil rights.
oh, don't give me this nonsense.
Okay, well, there'll be another thing.
Don't give me this nonsense. Who's the yard Nazi that wants to violate your constitutional rights?
Who's the complaining party, sir? Neither of my neighbors.
Don't get wise with me, Mr. Farrell.
They're both properties.
Do not get wise with me. There is nobody that could look at this and say this is cleaned up. Nobody. I couldn't find a single person in the country that would look me in the eye in a court, maybe at a bar when they've had 14 drinks. There is nobody that would tell me this is cleaned up.
You would have to look at pictures prior to all of this.
No,
See,
no.
all the progress.
Because you made it a junkyard.
I worked as a mechanic, and there were new motors and transmissions. Was not junk.
What's all this?
Good point. Stanky backyard Margaret and Law would think it's fine. I can't even see the pictures, but they'd defend it, I'm sure.
What's all this? If you think this is picked up, we're wasting our time. Yeah.
Does that picture show down the driveway? They clear all that out?
Well, I'm gonna let you look at these pictures because I'll go over there. I can go there right now.
We have.
I can go there right now and take a look with my own set of eyes.
I think.
If you're telling me those pictures are inaccurate, that the prosecutor and take a look. If you're telling me those pictures are not as it exists today, my court officer and I will drive right over there right now.
Not all of this here. No, we've got.
What's all of this here? I don't know what you're looking at. I don't know what there's 4 photos. I can't see which one you're pointing at. I'm not Superman. I don't have x-ray vision. Turn the picture toward me.
Okay, here.
Okay, what's not there?
A lot of this is already gone. We have not got everything up yet. The dumpster's there, so we were gonna get on the garage next and try to clear all that up and roll it out too.
You guys have had,
Collecting this over there.
I don't care. You guys have had since July 30. And the prosecutor tells me that you guys were notified of these issues in 05. That's 20 years.
Judge, if I could.
Yeah, your name?
Jessica O'Donnell, we have information. If I print the pictures out, we don't have color, so you're not gonna be able to see anything on them. I did forward them to you, to your email, if you'll be able to take a look at the most recent photos and all the photos that were provided to us.
Okay. Why don't you ask Jennifer Burke to go in there and print those off, will you, Amy? Here. My office.
Jess? Hey, Jess. Yes. What did you go on Zoom?
Yes, I will do that. That way, do that.
I don't care. You guys you guys are the tech experts, not me. Thank you. I want to see them. If not, I can drive out there. I don't have a problem. It's not that far from here. I'll drive out there. I'll take a look. Be glad to do that. If you guys are telling me these pictures don't accurately represent as the property exists today, I'll be right there. I can be there in 10 minutes. I don't have a problem with that.
It's not entirely cleaned up. We have made a ton prior to some. Like I said, we got the dumpster there trying to fill it up to get rid of even more of it.
The arraignment took place June the 11th. I just want to let you in on a secret here. The arraignment took place on June the 11th. That was over 4 months ago. It's not like anybody's just sprung this on you 2 days ago and said you better have it done by today. I don't care if there's 20 years worth of junk. You're just underscoring the point.
I got off work Wednesday, and me and my brother drove down there to get even more stuff. I'm doing it as I can. I'm sorry, it's not fast enough. He spent all those years collecting the shit.
Watch your mouth.
Sorry.
He should have notified you. He had an obligation to notify you. It does look better if this is the pictures from this morning.
These are the images from this morning, Your Honor.
All right, here's what I want you to do, young man. I want you to tell me how long it's going to take you and your brother to completely clean this stuff up.
Cleaning up and get everything up to code.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time and money. I wouldn't know, honestly. You have to clear the garage out, tear the garage down, and then if we were to put something up, we gotta do a whole permit and everything, and all that process either.
I mean, they are making some progress.
They are.
I'm going October 30. I can't, here's what's going to happen. And I have these things happen, right? Then it's going to be, it's too cold. The snow was flying. All right. I'll tell you what, I can give you a little more time. How about a month?
Give me a month and a half, and now it's back. Everything's cleaned up, garage is tore down, and the whole outside of that house has been refinished. I'll assume we're gonna need most of that wood.
Heather, give me a date in 6 weeks. I want those forwarded to me again, Jessica. I mean, he has made some progress. It's still ugly, but let's adjourn the sentence to like mid-December, whenever I have Brownstown here again.
Still ugly.
Not mid-December, the first week of December.
Okay, you have them December 3rd, Judge.
December 3rd at 8:30, okay? Sir, December 3rd at 8:30, all right? But don't act like I'm being unreasonable here either. I gave him till August 31 and nothing was done as reported to me. Well, I get it, but he's putting himself in a bad position. Good luck. Thank you.
Judge, do you want me to appear on that date?
I do.
Okay, I can do it. I've got a docket that starts at 9:30, so if we start at 8:30 and
Be on here at 8:30. Just email my judicial clerk or somebody and remind me. I'll come up and take you first.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks,
Thank you.
Judge.
People against, you're all set. Good luck.
Everybody needs to unmute.
Unmute.
He doesn't know how.
Okay, that's a little bit concerning to me.
I've got it, Judge. I'm here.
All right. Are you representing Norman Jackson?
I'm representing Javante Norman Jackson. That's correct, Judge.
All right. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
All right. What do we got?
Judge, I discussed this matter with obviously Mr. Jackson and Prosecutor Manarino. He's going to be pleading to malicious destruction of property and assault and battery with the dismissal of the disorderly conduct. In addition to that, he's going to be making restitution of $500 for some damaged property, which, among other things, included a cookie dispenser. Is that correct, Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
I want a cookie dispenser.
It was at Burger King, Your Honor.
It was at Burger King.
Oh, thank you. All right. All right, Mr. Jackson, is it Jackson Norman or Norman Jackson?
Jackson Norman.
Did you discuss your rights with Mr. Graziani today?
See, Jackson Norman.
Okay. Gotcha. Did you discuss your rights with the attorney?
I think I did talk
Judge,
to him.
may I interject? Please forgive me for interjecting. I went over it several times. I told him about his right to a trial by judge or jury and the potential for jail penalties. And the only thing is, obviously, because of logistics, he's not in a position to sign. With your permission and his permission, I will be signing this. Did I, in fact, read these rights to you, Mr. Jackson Norman? Did I explain those rights to you, sir?
You told me that we were gonna talk to him about getting the
Oh,
tether.
I know that, but did I explain the rights to go to trial by judge or jury, sir?
Why is he answer?
Judge, what he was alluding to is a tether that he has. Please, Mr. Jackson Norman, one thing at a time, sir. We're pleading, but then we'll discuss the tether issue.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Judge, he's aware of that, and I apologize.
Okay. All right, and do you understand the possible penalty for MDOP, malicious destruction of private property?
Do you understand it, Mr. Jackson?
All right, you know what? No. Give me another date. You need to be here in person.
Judge, can I have a breakout room with him again?
Mr. Jackson, you need to be here in person. You understand that?
I didn't know. They told me.
I understand that. That's why I'm telling you now. I'm giving you another date. You need to be here in person. What's the date? November 6th, 9 a.m.
So
nothing. So November 6th, 9 a.m., you be here in person at the court. Clear?
Okay. What about this tether?
We can talk about the tether. Who's got him on a tether?
I believe one of the other judges, I believe it was Judge Teresa Patton that had him on the tether, Judge.
On these files?
I believe it was one of these files, Judge.
The only reason I asked, can y'all please remove me and trust me off of tether is because these places are looking at me crazy. Like I had a couple.
Dude, stop. We're talking about the tether right now.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out who's got you on the tether and what it's for. Okay? It looks like it's on the disorderly person file. I've got an address for you on Warman Road. Is that a good address?
Yeah, that's my guardian, my SSI guardian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I live in I just got a new apartment.
Where do you live?
That's my mother.
Okay, where do you live? Where's the new apartment?
It's in Westland on Brush Street, correct? Mr. Javante Jackson Norman.
Yes, it's on Brush. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to put you on a personal bond. I will remove the tether. But you've got to be here on that November date so we can resolve these matters with this plea agreement. Do you understand that?
Wait, say it again, Your Honor.
Judge, if I may interject, there was a misunderstanding because Mr. Jackson Norman is frustrated with his tether. He did agree to this plea.
We know.
He fully understood it. I believe we could place it on the record in a responsible way, Judge.
It hasn't worked so far.
Judge, he has a learning disability. That's the issue.
Okay, and it would be easier if he was in person. So we'll try it one more time. Sir, do you understand the possible penalty for assault and battery?
You said my.
I can't.
Oh, sweet Jesus! What?
Can't do it, counsel.
Okay, Judge, understood.
My Zoom patience is gone. I will see you November 6th, Mr. Jackson, 9 a.m.
Yeah, but I thought y'all were gonna take my tether on.
I am. I've already told you I'm removing the tether.
Oh, y'all are.
I'm not going to come take it off your ankle, but I'm removing the requirement that you have it.
So I have to go downtown?
Exactly. You got to go give them back their equipment.
And then when
Then you need to get your butt here in my courtroom November 6th so we can resolve these matters.
Okay. So
now listen to me. Listen to me. If you're not here November 6th, I'm going to issue a bench warrant and it's going to cost you 10 grand to get out of jail.
But no. I'm look, I don't want any problem. I just got a new apartment. I'm not homeless anymore. I got a brand new apartment.
I'm excited for you. I'm just letting you know where I'm at. I want these old files resolved.
Okay, I will be there
Okay.
Each one,
I'm
each one in
excited
Romulus,
for you.
right downtown Romulus.
No, not downtown Romulus, Wayne Road, right next to City Hall and the library. There's only one courthouse in Romulus, sir.
Yeah, that's right. That's where I'm coming to, right?
Yeah, correct. So go downtown, get your tether off. We'll do the paperwork today.
Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
and then next month on the 6th, I come to the
Correct.
y'all.
And we'll mail a notice to the Warman address.
Okay, all right. So I can get my tether taken off today.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I really
You're welcome.
appreciate. No. Honestly, I really appreciate y'all.
Honestly, you're welcome. I'll see you November 6th.
Okay, next month
All
on
right.
the 6th.
On the 6th.
Okay, thank you. Y'all enjoy y'all day.
You want me to write anything about that tether? You got it.
Christian Key.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Key. All right, we have two matters with you. First, I'm going to alert you to a suspended sentence that was issued. I issued that on April 24th of this year. I ordered 15 days in the Washoe County Jail, but suspended that for 1 year. Conditions: obey all laws, no alcohol or drugs, and stay away from the Bonanza Casino. I want you to know that if convicted of any new charges, you could be found in violation of that suspended sentence and have to serve that time. Do you understand that?
I remember you. Right on. Thank you for your
I'm
help.
glad you have a
That
good
was
memory. Good.
Right on. Yes, sir.
So, great. Did you watch the video this morning that contained your rights?
I listened to it.
Great. Did you understand your rights?
Here and there, yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about the trial rights contained in that video?
No, sir.
All right. Did you have enough time to speak with your lawyer this morning, Ms. Burning?
It seemed a little rushed, but she told me if I plead no contest like I wanted to do, I may be revoked on the 15 days that you said. More or less.
Could be. Do you, if you need more time while we're going through this, you let me know, okay?
Okay, yes,
We're
sir.
going to be on record your new case, 25 CR 15078. You were charged with resisting a public officer and use or possession of drug paraphernalia. These charges alleged to have occurred on October 9th in the area of 1131 Steamboat Parkway. Do you understand those charges?
I believe so, yes.
How do you wish to plead to the obstructing and resisting?
I'll just go no contest for both of them, sir.
How about, let's start with the obstructing and resisting. Do you understand that if you plead no contest to that charge, you'll be waiving your trial rights?
Yes, sir.
You understand that means there will be no trial in this case and we'll proceed directly to sentencing?
Yes, sir, but
I'll
there's
accept your-
really no way for me to fight that case.
Do you want to fight it? Do you want to enter a not guilty plea and set it for trial?
I don't know how I would fight that.
Well, I don't either, and I can't tell you how to do that, but you're
Yeah,
you're
he said that
entitled.
his body cam was on, but his body cam wasn't on, so it'd just be hearsay then. There'd be no
You're-
way for me to fight that.
Listen, it's up to you. You're entitled to enter a not guilty plea and have the prosecutor prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt. You heard that right.
Yeah, but then I would be stuck in here without any way to pay
Probably.
my bill. Yeah. So we'll just go with the no contest, sir. That's how I
I'll
always.
accept your no contest plea, find you guilty. Do you want me to canvass on the paraphernalia, Ms. Janelli?
No, Judge, I'll make a motion to dismiss that.
That'll be the order. The paraphernalia will be dismissed for in exchange for your plea to the obstructing. Ms. Janelli, sentencing.
That sounds cool.
Your Honor, here defendant was in Starbucks yelling at customers who were in the line. When law enforcement made contact with him, it's pretty apparent that he was under the influence and he physically resisted arrest. A pipe was found on his person. By way of background, Judge, we recently had him in community court for an intoxicated pedestrian as well as an obstructing resisting. He opted out. It's pretty apparent to me, though, given that prior case as well as this case, that he's got some drug and alcohol issues that need to be addressed. And if they're not addressed, we're going to continue to see him in custody. I also have concerns in light of the fact that we have a 15-day suspended sentence. I'm going to ask that you not revoke that 15-day suspended sentence. I am going to ask on this new case, you impose another suspended sentence, run it consecutive to the 15-day. I'm going to ask for a 45-day suspended sentence for 1 year, conditions that he obey all laws, consume no alcohol or drugs, and that he undergo a substance abuse evaluation and follow recommended treatment, please.
All right, Ms. Burning.
Your Honor, I would be asking that my client has been pretty responsible. And I would be asking for the court to give him credit for time served. I don't think there's need for a suspended sentence in this matter. And otherwise I would defer to the court.
All right, thank you. Mr. Key, anything you want to say?
Three points of interest. On the young lady with the nice white sweater. It says that I was in the Starbucks. Never went in the Starbucks. Never talked to anyone in line. That'd be impossible. And also I didn't have a pipe. They were looking for a baseball bat. So a lot of information that was just, none of it really matters, but I'm just saying I was never in the Starbucks.
All right. Well, I think the pipe was the drug paraphernalia pipe they were talking about.
Oh, I thought they were talking about my Louisville Slugger.
No. So listen, how long are you going to go down the road of using and not treating?
Well, I was actually clean off of anything for about 3 weeks.
Huh?
I just started having a couple beers because I separated my AC.
Okay.
I've gone to 2 hospitals, had the X-rays done within the like it was like the 7th and the 8th. So the resisting kind of, came to like, yo, I have an AC separation. Please don't twist it. And he still twisted it, and I kind of like jumped.
All right. And you've not gone back to the Bonanza, right?
Oh God, no. That's not for like what, another year and a half?
I'm good. The suspended sentence stays open in that case with the ongoing condition of stay away from the Bonanza.
Of course, yeah.
In the new case, I'm going to impose 30 days consecutive Washoe County Jail, suspended 1 year, obey all laws.
Okay.
No alcohol or drugs without a prescription. I'm not going to have you do a substance use evaluation at this point. If you continue picking up these charges, I'm going to either order you to do that or you're going to do a significant amount of time in jail. That's kind of what that's what the balance is. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, dude.
Oh, the other order in this case, Mr. Key. In the new case, you are ordered to stay away from that Starbucks. If you violate that order, I'm going to put you in jail for that time. You understand?
That's good.
All right. Thank you.
Gerald Timms, 20 TR 04375.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Timms. This is a 5-year-old traffic case.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes.
So just let me open it up and tell you what we have. It looks like you were found guilty on
My peeps have outdone themselves today.
March the 8th, 2020, 5 years ago, for operator proof of insurance. A number of matters were dismissed by the court. A warrant was issued for your arrest, sir, on August the 26th, 2024. I'll read you that warrant and let you know what it has to say and why you're arrested. The warrant was signed by me on August the 24th, 2025. Sir, I set bail in the amount of $1,000. And it indicates that on May 29th, 2024, a substitute judge sitting in for me ordered you to report to the clerk's office within a week to provide proof of insurance or pay fines in the amount of $743. Jail records indicate you were released on May 29th and that you'd failed to pay that amount. Did you ever get insurance or pay the fine?
So, Your Honor, I had insurance at the time of being pulled over. The courts were closed during COVID 3 different times. I have the email that shows that I was insured at the time of the original stop. When I was released on court last time I was here, I did 3 days for this. I thought the matter was completely closed. The county clerk called me a week later. I guess I was elated that I was released. So I had a plane to catch. I flew to California after I was released that day. And then the county clerk called me a week later. I live in California, and said that that it was going to go into a warrant because I didn't check in with her. I thought the matter was closed when we done court, but it was my mistake. I plead no contest to that. I've had insurance the whole time. The fine shouldn't be, I've done 6 days total now on this. So, yeah.
All right, Mr. Timms, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to continue this matter. I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna continue the matter for 10 days for you to provide proof by that email that you had insurance on the day in question.
Okay.
Okay, you have to dig that up somewhere, find
Yeah,
it. You can
10
always.
days.
Okay.
I have it in my email right now.
All right, so I'm gonna give you 10 days to provide proof to the Reno Municipal Court. Where do you live?
So the day that they picked me up, I was signing a lease to move an apartment up here.
Okay, well, that.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that lease is still valid and I can go sign it.
Okay, so here you have 10 days from today's date to provide proof that you were insured on the day in question. If you
Mhm.
provide, I'm gonna send you to time served again on this contempt of court charge, but I'm giving you 10 days. I'm ordering you, so that's the magic word, ordering you to provide proof that you had insurance on the day in question back in 2020. I did note that that was during a period of time when the courts were randomly closed due to COVID. But I will waive the $743 fine if you can provide proof that you had insurance on the date in question. Do you understand?
Completely. And I know to go down to Reno Municipal this time.
Yes. And
Yeah.
provide proof of that insurance. We'll dismiss the fine. I'm sentencing you to time served because it sounds to me like you're admitting that you were in contempt of court for not following through what you were supposed to do. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yes, yes.
Okay. And you understand your constitutional rights. We've been through this, it sounds like more than once.
I do now. I'm very perfectly clear after as many times you've done it today.
All right. And you're not a veteran, correct?
I am not.
All right, sir. So that will be my order. You're sentenced to time served on your contempt of court, but you are ordered. So let me add something for you to pay attention to.
Sure.
I have ordered you to do something,
Mhm.
and that's provide proof of insurance.
Mhm.
If you don't do it by the date I give you in 10 days from today's date I'm going to make it, because the 25th falls on a Saturday, I'm going to make it Monday, October 27th.
I'll be there in the morning, Your Honor.
All right,
I'm not playing around with it.
and you also you're going to get out of jail today. So basically you have plenty of time to go maybe tomorrow.
No,
or
I'm going
the-
tomorrow.
And show that proof. And then if you don't do it by the date I've given you, which is October 27th, you'll be in contempt of court again, and you could be facing 25 days in jail. So
Perfectly understood.
please pay attention this time. It's very important that you follow through with the court. You probably wouldn't have had these things if you had provided that document with proof of insurance a long time ago. We wouldn't have been through this a number of times. Okay.
Okay, I did fax it in. I did provide it. So
Okay.
during the COVID time, so I don't know why they didn't have it. That's why I was instructed by the court clerk in 2020. So yeah, and I just misunderstood the last part of showing Reno Municipal. When I checked out here, I thought I had already I had checked in with the clerk. I didn't know I had to double check in with them too. So now I'm very clear on that. I'll be at their office when they open in the morning.
Very good. All
Thank
right.
you.
That'll be my order, Mr. Timms.
All right, it looks like that I may have Charlene Renee Smith back.
That's all I need.
Yep.
All right, thank you, guys.
Oh, did you sign?
Oh, where do I do that?
I'm gonna move back to the jail, Mr. Kofelt. This is the state of Kansas versus Charlene Renee Smith, case number 2023 TR 3203, where Norris again appears for the state and Ms. Smith appears at the detention facility Zoom location. Several things about your docket notes disturb me, Ms. Smith. Number one, this is a relatively low-level traffic case, and you've already had 5 previous court appearances on it with nothing apparently being accomplished.
Well, we were trying to.
Just a moment.
Oh,
Let
I'm
me
so
finish.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
My second concern is failure to appear on
I
October 5th.
apologize. I take care of my dad, and my mom died, and my dad has cancer. We just got through it. I had my dates mixed up. I had it on the 16th. I've taken the traffic driving course. I paid $400 so far. I have been trying very hard. I'm asking for mercy on you, because I take care of my dad. I'm his caregiver. If there's a way I could bond out,
We've
I'll
heard.
do whatever it takes. I mean,
Okay, Ms. Smith, there's nothing about the record of this case that indicates that you are trying to take care of business.
I have been on a diversion.
Okay, just a moment, just a moment. Is there a current diversion process in the works here?
That's what we're hearing. That's what they wanted to combine two. See, I got 2 tickets in one night for driving unexpired. On the way home, I hit a deer and got pulled over. So she went ahead and combined the 2 tickets. She had 2 separate cases. I've been going for the first one, I was on diversion, and then the second one, we were still getting to. It was just being, then last one we went to, she was gonna combine the 2 tickets. So that's the one we were gonna discuss this last week when I had the dates wrong. And that's why I made sure to turn myself in when I found out that I had the date. I thought it was the 16th. It's my own fault. I mixed it up with another appointment, but we were fixing.
No valid driver's license is the charge here. I don't know why you'd be driving around without a valid license.
It was a
That's the
bad
accusation.
judgment call one night. I made a bad mistake and I got pulled over twice. I hit a deer. I waited till the morning to drive home and then I hit a deer and got pulled over again.
All right. Ms. Norris?
Judge, there are notes in, we only have one case. There was a speeding ticket, but that's, looks like it's.
I've been trying very hard. I took the diversion. I took my driver course. I paid
Okay.
$400.
I want to give Ms. Norris an opportunity to finish.
Oh,
Is there
I'm so
anything
sorry.
else
I'm sorry.
regarding this case? What
I'm
its
just
status
very-
is? She says she's paying on it, maybe a diversion in the works. I don't.
Your Honor, there was a diversion in another case, which was speeding case. And there was a motion to revoke diversion actually filed in that case, and she's supposed to pay it by, looks like December 22nd of this year. But if the, I guess, state would agree to that, the court granted the motion to revoke diversion because she didn't show up on this October 6th date. The case that's in front of this court, she said something about wanting to apply for diversion back in June. She got Mr. Patterson appointed in July, and I don't see any paperwork regarding a diversion per se in this particular case. But she does have Mr. Patterson appointed. So I don't know if the court wants to set this on Judge Lee's Friday docket, or exactly how the court wants to proceed.
All right. So there is no diversion application in the works, apparently.
Well, we were going to ask for it. We were still on the other one. She hadn't got to the other ticket yet. And Judge, I have to try to take care of my dad, and I need to find out if there's any way you can get me home. I'll do everything you want me to do. I'll do what it takes. I have been following through. These are 2
Okay,
tickets
Ms.
in
Smith,
one night.
those who have to care for others have, I think, an even greater responsibility to make sure they conduct their own business so things don't happen to them like it's happened to you.
Absolutely. And I dropped the ball. I have been working on this, and I have been talking to Regier's office, and I have been doing, April 16th was when I did the driver safety course. I did that. I was trying to get my license back because I do need to drive my dad to doctor's appointments. I missed this appointment, and it is very irresponsible, but I need to take care of my dad. I promise he's a veteran of 30 years service. I live with him. I take care of him. He's 85. He just got through prostate cancer. I'm just asking, I'll do what it takes with this case if I have to house arrest to get home, but I need to be home. He can't get through each day without my help. And I will follow through on everything. I was confused on the case because there was 2 tickets in one night and they were separate. This last time she was talking about combining them.
Okay, who is she?
Judge Webster, I apologize.
Okay.
I've seen Judge Webster. That's who I've been seeing this with these tickets. And Regier's office is the one who had helped me with my diversion. And like I said, I just missed this date last week and I can't turn myself into the jail as soon as like I said, I found out.
All right, the court will reset this case for Judge Lee's docket November 7, 2025, 1:30 p.m. Defendant must fully participate in person in Judge Lee's docket at that time. Darren Patterson remains her counsel. Only matter left is her status between now and then. What is your position here, Ms. Norris?
Your Honor, it does appear that, let's see, initially there was a failure to appear in December. And then defendant appeared pro se in April. So she does have one previous failure to appear, which was the initial appearance. And it looks like
My mom did die and my dad's got cancer and I'm sorry. I'm just begging for mercy.
she'd previously been on a 1,000 cash or surety. I do believe a cash or surety bond is appropriate. I don't think that she really is a good candidate for an OR bond. But I do know that the current is no bond hold. So it would recommend cash or surety bond for this defendant.
Where do you live, Ms. Smith?
Pardon me?
Where do you live?
Here in Butler County with my father, like I said. Oh,
Address? Okay.
my parents had an old bait and tackle store.
All right, I'm gonna establish a new bond in this case at $1,500 cash or professional surety required. Remember, this is an independent order from any previous bond that was posted in the case. Again, the new bond is $1,500 cash or professional surety required. Court date November 7th. Judge Lee, Darren Patterson remains your counsel. You need to get these matters wrapped up, Ms. Smith. The more court dates you have, the more opportunity there is to miss court dates. Then you end up with warrants and being arrested and being in jail.
Thank you. I did it
So
myself.
get these matters cleaned up. They've been pending in the system way too long. One way or the other. They need final resolution.
Thank you.
And you need to show up in court.
Yes.
All right. Anything else, Ms. Norris?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Smith?
Thank you very much.
All right. Welcome. There's nothing further than the Smith matter is in recess. And I think that's the last jail case that we have on the docket.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
2.
Next matter is the state of Michigan versus Darcy Hoffman, file 25-43646-SD. Ms. Hoffman with us? Yes, I do see her. All right, Ms. Hoffman, there is a probation violation against you as well. It indicates that the technical violation of testing positive for alcohol on 8/25/25. The recommendation is that you complete 1 day of work camp in lieu of jail. Report to the work camp at 7 a.m. I understand that you've asked for a contested hearing and you have Mr. Klegstad, I believe, as well. Is that correct?
Well, I didn't speak to Mr. Klegstad, but he was attorney for the court proceedings.
He was your attorney on the underlying case, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, but you've not retained him for this probation violation? I'm sorry, I'm not able to hear you.
No, I have not.
All right. Do you wish to have an attorney represent you today?
No, sir. I think I can handle this on my own.
All right. It's my understanding that the probation department has brought with us and has available for testimony today Ms. Walker, who is the person from the lab where your sample was tested. Do you wish to have a contested hearing today, Ms. Hoffman?
Well, I guess I'm going to have to say yes, because I do have some questions pertaining to the testing procedure.
All right, then we will proceed with that. Ms. Hill, are you with me today?
Yes,
Yes,
sure.
I do see you. All right. Who do you have for witnesses at today's hearing?
Erica Walker.
All right.
Ms. Walker, could I have you raise your right hand so I can swear you in and take some testimony? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. Could you, in real brief form, tell me some of your, I do have your curriculum vitae, but just for the record purposes, would you give me some of your qualifications, please?
Yes, I have a bachelor's in biology with a minor in chemistry from Kentucky State University. I also have a master's of education specializing in Cleveland let me go back. I have a master's in community health, specialized in community health from Cleveland State University. I also have been in this field for over 30 years in toxicology and drug analysis.
All right. Have you been qualified as an expert witness previously?
Yes, I have testified at federal, state, and local court over 500 times.
And what is the area of your expertise?
In toxicology and drug analysis.
All right. Where do you currently work right now?
I work at Redwood Toxicology Laboratory, which is located in Santa Rosa, California.
And what is your role there?
I'm a forensic toxicologist.
All right. Ms. Hoffman, do you have any questions as to Ms. Walker's qualifications to be an expert witness?
Not for her qualifications, no, sir. I respect her qualifications.
All right. I will hold you to be an expert witness in the area of toxicology. Thank you for being here, Ms. Walker. I have received a toxicology report from Redwood Toxicology Labs involving a Darcy Hoffman. Are you familiar with that form and that information, Ms. Walker?
Yes, Your Honor. I have that on my person right now.
Could you walk me through then the process of how samples are brought to your lab and then how the process works as it goes through your lab and a result is given back to the court system?
Yes, upon receipt to the laboratory, it comes in through our laboratory through UPS or FedEx. Then an accessioning technician will review the specimen and make sure that it's intact and all labels match. If everything is fine, then it's logged into our laboratory system and it moves forward for testing. If anything is wrong or wrong with the specimen or if it was damaged, then we will contact the client to see if they want us to still move forward if there are still specimens left. If not, then we ask for them to send us a new specimen. But if everything's fine, then it goes through our pre-screen department, which is our presumptive screening test, which screens for classes of drugs. If anything's detected or positive, then it moves forward for confirmation to the confirmation department. What the confirmation does, it rules out classes and looks for a specific drug. If that's after the testing for that, then it goes out to the client, the final laboratory report.
All right. In this particular case involving a sample, was one received from Darcy Hoffman that indicated it was collected on August 25th of 2025?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did that sample go through the process that you've just described to me?
Yes, Your Honor. If anything was wrong with the specimen, when you see the comment section of the report, it would be notated there.
All right. And there's no such comment in this particular report. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Was there anything to your knowledge about the testing process that did not go as it was appropriate to go?
No, Your Honor. No, sir.
All right. And what were the results of the testing that was done by the lab?
It was found to be positive for alcohol, ethanol, metabolites, is ethyl glucuronide, and also ethyl sulfate, which are alcohol metabolites.
All right. Are there testing limits or cutoffs that are used in the testing that your lab does?
Yes, Your Honor. The cutoffs, if you look, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, if you look at the right-hand section of the report for confirmation, it has a cutoff for ethyl sulfate at 25 nanograms per milliliter. And if you look at the ETG, the ethyl glucuronide, it's at 100 nanograms per milliliter.
And what were the specific results for ethyl glucuronide in this particular test?
It was 864 nanograms per milliliter.
All right.
And for the ethyl sulfate, if you read in the middle of the report, it was greater than 10,000 nanograms per milliliter.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Is there anything else about the testing in this particular case that you wish to bring to my attention?
No, Your Honor. Everything was
All right.
straightforward.
Thank you very much. Ms. Hoffman, you said that you had some questions. This is now your opportunity to ask questions of this witness.
Yes, sir. On the copy of the report that I have, which I did have to request, I agree with the date that it was collected. The collected by was not Mary P. It was another lady that was in the office that morning, cleaning the office. I also question why it took so long for the lab to receive. According to my report, they did not receive it until the 2nd of September. Why so long? I understand they're in California, but items like that, should they not be shipped with a quicker shipment time?
Prior to coming to the laboratory, I will not be able to speak on that, but as far as our receiving and reporting out, as far as the testing, it still will not affect the testing process. But prior to coming to the lab, Ms. Hoffman, I wouldn't be able to speak on that at all.
Okay. That is one of my concerns, of course, is because I was not able to see the process once I left that office. Proper procedure. I'm no expert. I know we all know that. There's got to be a proper procedure for how long it's how long a bacteria forms. It has to stay at a certain temperature, for my understanding.
Oh my
Am I
God,
wrong,
this
Ms.
hurts.
Walker?
You know what? It shouldn't affect the process, the testing of it, but it can, if it was like in a heated car, it can make it degrade over time. But as far as from the 25th through when it was reported out, it shouldn't have no effects on the testing. If it was properly packaged correctly, that amount of time should not affect the specimen.
Okay, now do we know that it was packaged properly? I mean, I do understand that you did state that there was, it hadn't been tampered with along the way, and which is fine. But the proper handling procedures is what I'm concerned about, for the main reason, as I know, I did not have and had not drank alcohol, and I have not, Your Honor.
Ms. Hoffman, right now is the time for asking of questions. You're given a chance to make any statements that you want later, but right now is your chance to ask questions of this witness. So please limit it to that. It's all right. Please just ask questions at this time.
Yeah. So I guess my main thing, Ms. Walker, is from the date that the sample was given, what would be the proper amount in the specimen cup that needs to be used?
Ma'am, it can be a proper amount. That's a hard question to specify, because there was enough sample to be tested. If anything wasn't, then we would say non-sufficient evidence to be tested. So it was a proper amount to be tested to follow through for the pre-screen and the screening test. So I don't know if there wasn't anything wrong with the specimen. It was intact and the labels matched. So there was proper channels that was taken for the testing So that's all I can say.
Oh, okay, Ms. Walker, were you the one that tested the sample?
I personally, at this time, did not test this sample, but I'm the one that followed through the procedure. I reviewed everything step by step along the process.
Okay. So you personally did not see the specimen, handle the specimen, so on, so forth?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your honesty.
No problem.
Which brings me back once again to the time it left the office till the time your lab received it was 9 days, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that a normal length of time?
Yes, it's fine. There have specimens that come in even longer, and we can still test, do the provide testing, accurate testing for the test.
What percentage rate do you have? Oh, excuse me. Let me back up. What accuracy is the specimen that has, oh, I'm sorry. I had this all.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
What is the percentage rate of accuracy for something like this?
The accuracy for our instrument, if you look at the, we have unannounced and announced parties that come in and test our instrumentation. We do provide testing throughout the day for controls and calibrations. So there is for as far as the confirmation, there is just about almost 99.9% accuracy. As far as the pre-screen, there is false positives that can take place in a pre-screen. So once the client requests to move for confirmation to rule out any false positives, then that's what happens. In this case, it was requested by the client for a confirmation method. So that's what took place.
Okay. Now, is there any other besides alcohol, drinking alcohol, I should say, you know, whether it be liquor, beer, any form, is there anything else that can affect that testing result?
No, other than there's people who have like health conditions that can like diabetes, or a female can have like a yeast infection that can cause situations like that. Then there's different levels we can tell at, or different specific testing that we will ask for to look into the situations like that. But at these levels here, it just definitely states, I mean, let us know there is consistent with ingested alcohol, ethanol alcohol, which is drinking alcohol.
Okay. What about cross-contamination at the site that the sample was given? Is that a possibility?
Cross-contamination, it's possible. I can't rule out situations where cross-contamination can take place, when a sample is provided, but I can't really speak prior to coming to the laboratory on what happened to the specimen.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I guess the question would be, can I use like an example, Your Honor?
Certainly.
Okay. You have a person that comes in to provide a sample, and the person taking that sample, my understanding is that all proper hygiene should be taken per client when they come in. The handling of the specimen cup, everything in that lines. Can that be taken into effect if the handling of that cup from the person that hands you the cup to you the cup, and then the person with the cup again for the testing, and then as the cup is in shipment, the packaging, so on and so forth? Can that make a difference?
You asking me, Ms. Hoffman, the question? I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yes, actually, for this type of testing, as far as any contamination or anything like that with the specimen, it's still, I would say no in this case. It wouldn't make a difference because it's still, we were testing for the alcohol metabolites, and it definitely came out to be positive for that.
All right. Thank you for your honesty once again. I don't believe I have any more questions for you, Ms. Walker.
No problem.
Here.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time, Ms. Walker. Ms. Hill, do you have any questions for this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You may be excused, Ms. Walker. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate that.
Thank you,
Ms.
Your
Hill,
Honor. Thank you, everyone. Sorry.
Ms. Hill, is there any other evidence or witnesses that you have today?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Hoffman, do you have any witnesses or do you wish to testify yourself today?
The only other witness I would have, Your Honor, would be my husband, who is with me 24/7.
And what is your husband going to be able to say about this particular case?
Exactly, and that's why I didn't believe he would be a witness, a proper witness, because he's my husband.
Why are we talking about it?
I don't mind that he's your husband, but what specific evidence would he be able to tell me?
Me to ingest alcohol. That would be the only thing. That would be the only part of being a witness he could do.
All right. Well, if you want to call him for that purpose, I can certainly have him do that if you'd like him to be a witness. Is he there with you today?
Yes, he is, sir.
All right. I'm going to need to be able to see him.
Yep. Oh.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Right. Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
David Hoffman.
All right, Mr. Hoffman, would you raise your right hand so I can swear you in? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Ms. Hoffman, do you have questions directly for him?
David, have you seen me in the last, since May 31st, ingest alcohol?
No, not at all. She has been very, very good at that. It was her birthday on the 31st of May, the last time she ingested any alcohol.
All right. Any other questions that you have, Ms. Hoffman?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Hoffman, do you remember August the 25th?
Yes, I do, sir.
That was the date that the sample was collected from your wife. Did you see her ingest any alcohol either that day or the night before?
No, sir. I actually took her in to get her testing done. So there was no way.
And where was the collection done at?
Oh, well, I forget the name of the lab. It's right on Dickerson and Van Tile Road there.
All right. Has she gone there and had samples taken in the past?
Yes, sir. I've taken her there plenty of times.
Was there anything about the testing process or the sample collection process that you're aware of that seemed out of the ordinary to you?
I did not go in with her, but when she came back out, she had told me that it was not the regular person, that it was the cleaning lady. And that the container was not in a sealed.
Well, if you didn't see it, I can't have you telling me what she said to you. So,
Okay.
all right. You didn't see anything about it yourself specifically. Is that correct?
No, sir, just what she came out and told me.
All right. Ms. Hoffman, is there any other questions that you have?
No, sir.
Ms. Hill, are there any questions that you have?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Hoffman, is there any other witnesses, or do you wish to be a witness yourself?
I do not have any other witnesses. As far as being a witness for myself, I can be that also.
All right. If you'd raise your right hand, please. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead and put your hand down. Tell me what it is that you want me to hear.
The day that I was tested on the 8/25, the normal lady that is in the office was not there. It was another lady. And as I walked in, I was rather surprised because it had been always Mary. And she was in the process of cleaning the office. She was handling the vacuum. I don't know what else she had done before that. I cannot testify to that, Your Honor. And that's exactly what she had said. She was in there cleaning. The specimen cup was already out of the sealed bag. She put it in the tray. We proceeded to the restroom. I washed my hands. I proceeded to do my specimen, which took me a little bit. I had a hard time. And then once that was done, once she said, she looked at it and I said, is this enough? And she says, we'll make it work. I put the cap on it. I set it back into the tray. I washed my hands. Never once did I see the lady wash her hands at any time while I was in there. She tested it. She said that it showed signs of alcohol. She had me sign this copy, the first page of the test result that I'm sure you have in front of you also. And then she put a seal over top of it, which we both initialed. I know I initialed it. And then she said that I could leave. I never saw what it went into, where it went, nothing after that.
Anything else that you want to testify to?
Yes, sir. I have not drank an ounce of alcohol. And I do not understand this. I have done everything that you guys have asked me to do in a timely fashion. I've reported to Ms. Hill when I've added supplements to my daily regimen of prescription pills that I take. I've informed her of when I went to the doctor and had prescriptions taken for a cold. You know, I've paid my fines within a week after being sentenced. I did my community service within a week. I've taken my classes like I was asked to do. I had those done by the end of September. I am not trying. I would not, Your Honor, do something to make myself step back. I have too much to lose to end to everything that I've put into this. With not drinking, it has made me feel better, be a better person. and be able to enjoy the time that I have left with certain family members.
All right. Is there anything else that you want me to know?
I don't believe so, sir. I've basically wasted enough of your time.
Oh, it's not a waste of time, ma'am. It's your right to have a hearing. When you were giving the sample and when you were observing what the collector of the sample did you see any indication that the cup had been subject to having alcohol in it at any time?
I never even looked. I took granted that everything was the way it should be.
Well, did you see anything now looking back at it that raised a suspicion that the cup was had something with water spilled in it or alcohol spilled into it, or that it had been contaminated in any way, or that it was not sealed properly at the time that it was being sent in?
The only thing I remember about that is that it was already out of the bag that it comes in, that then she placed it into the tray to hand to me. Normally Mary opens it in front, takes the specimen cup out of the bag in front of me. Once I'm in there and we do our thing, then she does that, puts it in the tray, hands it to me, then we go to the restroom. At this point, it was already in the tray. But I did not, to my recollection, no. I did not observe any moisture or anything in the cup.
All right. Ms. Hill, do you have any questions for this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Hoffman, is there anything else that you want me to be aware of?
No, sir, not that I can think of.
All right. Ms. Hoffman, now would be the time for argument as to why you believe that you would not be responsible or not be guilty for this offense. So go ahead and make that argument if you wish.
My argument is that I would not, like I have stated, I would not risk my sobriety during my probation when I've been following everything to the T for that the court and Ms. Hill asked me to. I am not that type of person to risk that. It's just, like I stated just a few moments ago, I don't want to risk my sobriety. So I have not drank, will not drink. I can sit in a room full of people that are drinking and I'll still sit there and drink my water or my tea or whatever it be, whether it be here at my home or at somebody else's home. I will not risk my sobriety. That's all I have to say, sir.
All right. Let me back up for just a second. I apologize. I forgot to ask you a question that I wanted to ask when you were testifying.
Yes, sir.
You've indicated to me that you do not believe that you're the kind of person who would basically lie about whether or not you consumed alcohol because you think it's important that you remain sober.
Yes.
You have some convictions on your record that have to do with theft and those sorts of things, which would call into question your credibility. What do you say about that? I'm looking at a larceny in a building conviction from 2002. I'm looking at a financial transaction device stealing or retaining without consent from 2009. An embezzlement felony from 2009. Why do you believe that you would be, with those convictions, why do you believe that you would be truthful now to me if you've lied in the past like that?
To be honest with you, Honor, what does that really have to do with my sobriety right now? If anything, to bring those past incidents up, I don't think is I look at it as
Well, Drunky, it goes to your credibility, and your credibility sucks. And your entire defense is you saying you didn't do it in the face of a positive test. It has everything to do with it.
I'm a better person now than I was then. Apparently, in your eyes, those charges, those convictions have never once been brought up. Why should they be brought up now? That has nothing to do with my drinking, Your Honor.
But the reason that I brought them up now is because you're telling me, your argument to me was that you are the kind of person who wouldn't do that. You wouldn't drink, you wouldn't lie. And so there's a question in your background that you have in fact lied or cheated or defrauded, which has to do with your credibility. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to answer that question for me as to if you were the kind of person who defrauded or cheated or lied in the past, why wouldn't you be, or why would you be doing that now? So that's why I wanted to give you a chance to answer that question.
That's over 20 years ago, sir. I am a totally different person than I was back then. That's all I.
All right. I appreciate that. But that's why I wanted to ask the question. Given my area of questioning, is there any other argument now that you wish to make to me about why you should be found not guilty of this probation violation?
As far as are you pertaining to the questions that you asked me about my past?
I'm simply giving you another opportunity to address that if you wish.
We all have history. Judgment should not be looked on as what somebody has done in the past. We can make ourselves better if we want to make ourselves better. And apparently I have tried to do that in the last 23 years.
It's time.
I just look at it this way: walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. And I am a better person. I don't care what other people think of me for what I've done in the past. The past is the past. Today is always a better day. Tomorrow will be even a better day than today.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
All right. Thank you very much. Ms. Hill, have you had any issues with Ms. Hoffman other than this on her probation?
No, Your Honor.
Has she previously testified that she's done everything that she was asked to do on time and in a proper manner? Is that correct?
I believe so, but let me pull her up just to refresh my memory. She has, Your Honor.
How often is she being tested?
So she is on at random up to 3 times per month.
And how much more time does she have on probation?
Her term date is January 24th.
Ring her up,
What does
Judge.
it cost her every time she's tested?
I believe it's $60.
It's 35, Miss Hill.
Okay, 35.
Ms. Hoffman, how many times have you been tested on your probation so far?
3 times in August, 3 times in September, and once only this month so far.
Ms. Hoffman, would you be willing to go up to 4 times? That is tested once a week
Sure.
for a finding of not responsible in this particular
Oh,
case?
good Lord.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do that. I'm not going to find that the testing process was inappropriate. It does appear to me that it was appropriate, but I want to be able to give you the benefit of the doubt. So I'm going to kind of do.
I like this judge too. He's just too nice on this occasion. That's all. He doesn't believe her. He doesn't. He's just being nice.
Do that in a way that says, all right, I want to test you a little more often. So we're going to put her on for the next month from today, once a week, random, but once a week testing, so that she's tested 4 times in the next month on a random basis. And if all of that comes back negative, then I will dismiss the probation violation against you. How does that sound?
That sounds very fair, Your Honor.
All right, and that's what we'll do. Ms. Hill, do you have any questions about that?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll simply adjourn today's hearing and hold it in abeyance for 30 days. We'll test you 4 times in the next month, and if they're all negative, we'll dismiss. Thank you very much, Ms. Hoffman. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Good morning. This is case number 25, CVI 090, Lynette Murray versus Tamara Woods. Are you Miss Murray? Yes. Good morning.
Oh, good Lord. We're in Licking County here, Ohio. Brecken went deep to find this stuff.
Good morning. And are you Miss Woods? Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
We will be proceeding this morning to trial upon the plaintiff's claim in the Small Claims Division, seeking $6,000 for reimbursement for medical bills, pain and suffering, and the costs and filing fees. Is that correct, ma'am? First of all, this proceeding is being recorded. See the little red in front of you? You need to say yes or no rather than mm-hmm or because they can't pick it up. Okay. So was that a correct statement of your claim?
Oh, thanks, Judge. She's being considerate of the Law Talk with Mike audience. I appreciate that.
Thank you. And then Ms. Woods, you have been sued for $6,000 in this case, and I need to know whether or not you admit that you owe this claim or whether you deny that you.
I'm denying that.
I told you all this story on another stream, but I had cousins from here, and it was Licking Valley High School. I'm not making this crap up. That's where they went to school. They're all smart too.
All right. Then here's how the process is going to work. The plaintiff goes first, the defendant goes second, and then the plaintiff has an opportunity to go last because it's the plaintiff's responsibility to prove under Ohio law.
Thank you.
All of your claims. So how the process works is I will be administering an oath to you and to your witnesses. I will first be asking you some general questions for information that I need to know in order to properly decide your case under Ohio law. Then I will give you plenty of time to give any additional information that you would like to give under oath to support your claim or to support your defense. All right. So, Ms. Murray, if you would stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in the matter presently before this court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and you do this under the penalties of perjury?
I do.
You may be seated, and ma'am, if you would speak directly into the lighted microphone. And Ms. Murray, is the Christopher Lane address current?
Yes.
All right. So Ms. Murray, you brought the claim for a total of $6,000. And let's talk first. It seems like the primary source of this resulted from medical bills. And why do you believe Ms. Woods is responsible for reimbursing you for these bills? What happened?
Well, my husband and I stopped at their place of business because they had my Mustang. Had my Mustang for a long time. I won't go through it all, but it wound up where she said we would settle this. And she turned around and walked out the door, so I followed her, thinking she was going to go talk to her husband, which that's not what she did. She turned around, butted me with her chest, like, let's get it on, and I'm stunned. Anyway, I wound up, she wound up pulling a big handful of my hair out and doing that, throwing me to the ground.
I mean, I believe you, but I need the video. I want to see this cat fight.
I hit my head on the pavement, and, or I should say, she helped me hit, or, you know, she caused me to hit my head on the pavement. And I hurt my hip, I hurt my back, I hurt my, or it hurt my back. Then while I'm trying to pick myself back up, she turns around and then proceeds to hit my husband in the chest, punch him in the chest.
All right. So, Ms. Murray, let me ask you a few questions so I understand more clearly. You went to the defendant's business to discuss some problem that you were having with the business?
No, well, yeah, it was a big problem.
All right. So you were having a dispute with the defendant's business over the repair of your car?
Well, I didn't even get into anything.
Okay.
I went
Let's
in there.
back
Yeah.
up. Let's talk
Yeah.
about the problem you were having with the defendant.
I have a
that-
77 Mustang.
All right. And what did you have the defendant do for your 77 Mustang?
Okay. In 2020, August 2020.
Ma'am, just let me know. Is it repairs?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you took your 1977 Mustang to the defendant's business sometime prior to this incident, for repairs, and you were not pleased with the repairs. Is that
I didn't
correct?
get any repairs. He didn't do nothing for
All right.
almost 3.5 years.
Okay, so the vehicle was left for 3.5 years, okay, with the defendant, and did you go to retrieve it? What did you go there? What was your purpose to go there?
We went there to find out whether or not he was going to do anything ever.
Okay.
And then retrieve it if that's what we needed to do.
I see.
And
Okay.
that's what we wound up having
Had
to
you
do.
been inquiring about this
Oh, yeah.
vehicle? Okay.
Oh, yeah, over and over and over and over again. That's why I think she was so upset, was because she was tired of, and she told me before, I'm tired of that car being here. Well, I said, talk to your husband. It wouldn't be here if he had fixed it like he was supposed to.
All right. Okay. So you were going to decide then whether to simply take your vehicle back or to discuss these repairs. Okay. And what was the date that you went to the defendant's business that this alleged assault occurred?
October 10th, 2023.
All right. And so then you had an altercation at this business. You've testified to what you are telling me happened. And after this altercation, did you go seek medical treatment?
Yes.
All right. Where did you go?
We went to the urgent care in Pataskala. They couldn't do what I needed to have, what they said I should have done. So I went to the one in Pataskala, in Pickerington. And then I went to the one here in, the emergency room here in, Newark.
Emergency room or urgent care?
Emergency room.
Okay. At Licking Memorial? Okay, so you were treated at Licking Memorial Hospital emergency room. All right. Do you have those records here? And your bill?
Well, I didn't get my bill in here, but it was only $90 that I had to pay because of my insurance.
All right, so your insurance paid everything except your deductible. Okay.
Did you have a copy for the other?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have that, no. I tried to get everything around in it.
Do you want to go ahead and make copies of all this? Or you just want to look at it?
Well,
Yeah, let me take a look.
kind of
first.
personal information, I didn't really,
Well, ma'am, okay. Let me do what's called an in-camera inspection. That means only the judge looks through all these documents.
okay.
So that I can determine whether or not what needs to come into court and what's private. All right. Okay. So what I simply need to see is an evaluation of your injuries. Okay. These are.
Well, the first page, I think, has that on that first one that you were looking at. They said I had it in a brain,
Okay, yes. Closed head injury. Okay. It was the source of the visit. Closed head injury, right elbow pain, and right hip pain is what you were treated for. And that visit, let's see, according to this document, occurred on October 10th. Is that correct? Okay.
That's pretty bad.
So, ma'am, all of these instructions to you about how you should care for yourself and care for your injuries are medical information that the court doesn't have to consider. So all I am considering for purposes of today's hearing is the top page, which simply says today's visit, you saw who you saw, an MD, reason for visit, assault, diagnosis, assault, closed head injury, right elbow pain, and right hip pain. Okay.
They definitely need to
So
play in
the
football or
doctor concluded by the review of your injuries that they were caused by a physical assault. Okay.
Give those back.
Yeah, so we're going to give all this back to you. Now, ma'am, the one I am considering is this medical record. Ms. Woods, would you like a copy of this?
Yes, please.
All right. All right, so now we have to discuss what's called your economic loss. Okay, so you paid $90 for an insurance deductible, right? And of course, you paid court costs and filing fees for this action. And so of the $6,000, are there any other bills that you paid or?
Well, I never even thought about this until just recently, when I actually saw that about the evaluation and everything.
I don't know what the hell this is. Is this small claims court or whatever? But insurance is what's called a collateral source. So you go after them for all the bills. That's how it works in the real world.
But I have been having to go to a chiropractor for ever since then to now, and my hip, it's all got to do with my spine, And it is hurting me really, 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 really bad on my left side instead of my right side. And I never even thought about all that until right now. And it doesn't seem like it's getting better. Last couple of nights at work, I've been limping. I limp going in and out of places. I don't walk like I normally should be walking. And I actually fell at work because of it. So there's other things going on right now that I didn't even know.
Do you understand that if you would prevail here today, that you've asked for $6,000 and you're saying you've got ongoing medical issues?
Yeah, I got ongoing medical issues, and I didn't even put two and two together until I read that.
All right, so ma'am, let me ask you this. Do you still want to proceed in the small claims division knowing that you have more extensive medical bills and you've got ongoing medical treatment? Have you spoken with a lawyer?
No.
Okay. That's your option, ma'am. If you want to proceed forward in the small claims division, there are only certain things.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, the claim's worth a lot more than what she's going after because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. But no lawyer will want to take it because the defendants don't have any freaking money. If they had money, they aren't wrenching on 77 Mustangs. I'm sorry, but this is the reality of life.
That can happen here because of the nature of the court. Mm-hmm. You are limited by law by choosing to file this in a small claims division.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying.
All right. So my question is, do you want to go forward with those limitations, or do you want to speak to somebody about this?
Okay. My husband says yes.
Yes.
Go forward.
Go.
I wouldn't take it. You can get a good judgment here, but they can't pay it. That's clear to me.
Forward. All right, thank you. So then I will note here that you have waived your claims to anything in excess of $6,000. So if I am doing my subtraction correctly, $5,010 is what you're seeking for your pain and suffering. All right. Did you lose work as a result of this injury?
I wasn't working at the time.
All right. What other economic losses are you claiming to support pain and suffering? So
everything I've had to go through since this happened.
Okay, that you have valued at $5,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine and my husband.
Well, no, ma'am. This is just about you. You are the sole plaintiff. This is you claiming you are owed by this person money for your pain and suffering. That's what you've sued for here.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and do you have anything else that you would like to say in support of your claim?
Well, none of this was even brought forth by me. She had a attitude from the minute I walked in there, and I was trying to talk to her about my car, and she didn't want to hear it. So she got up and she says, "Well, we'll settle this," and out the door she was going, and then she stopped, like she was going to let me go first, and when I went to walk forward, she moved in front of me. And as soon as we got out, she turned around with such a hateful, I can't even describe it. And I thought we were going to go talk to her husband, which he was right down there fixing somebody's car. And no, she didn't do that. And she says she's tired of my car being there, and I'm trying to tell her, I had nothing to do with this.
Probably the best way to handle this would have just been file a criminal complaint. It's a battery, and ask for restitution.
You know, I brought my car in, I paid them $4,900 and it wasn't even supposed to be that much. It's supposed to have been around $2,000, and he kept coming back for more money. And so it got to the place where my husband and I, we would go about every month to check on my car to see if, and nothing was being done. And it's actually destroyed. He actually destroyed it and let it get destroyed instead of fixing it. So anyway, I have had a lot of pain and like you said, suffering because of this, not only physically but mentally. And I think that they need to see what they're doing to people, because I'm not the only one that they've done this to.
All right, and my final question, ma'am, is did you file a police report about this assault? And was this pursued in criminal court?
No.
Okay, you filed a police report, but there were nothing.
I didn't know we could file it in criminal court.
Well, ma'am, you don't. The law director does.
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
just asking you whether or not
No.
you ended up going to criminal court over any of this.
And I can tell you why, too.
All right, so law enforcement indicated due to conflicting stories of the parties, no camera footage from the business or any other video, the case was not pursued criminally. Okay. All right. Then, yeah, because I was just going to see if there was
Thank you.
restitution ordered. All right, thank you. And ma'am, do you have any other?
Yeah, I've never heard of the term law director. I mean, it's just the prosecutor makes the decision based on police report.
Witnesses that you would like to call on your behalf?
My husband.
All right, sir, if you'd step up to the witness box, remain standing and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in the matter presently before this court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and this you do under the penalties of perjury?
Yes.
Thank you. You may be seated. And sir, if you would speak directly into that lighted microphone. And would you please state your name?
Jack Murray.
And Mr. Murray, were you present during this incident?
Yes.
All right, tell me what you saw.
I was in the driver's seat of the car that we came in. I took my wife there too. And I saw Miss Woods come out, stand at the bottom of the stairs. And then my wife came out and walked down the stairs. And Miss Woods pushed her, grabbed her hair, tussled about. My wife had ice cream in her hand and knocked the ice cream out of her hand and threw her down on the ground, pulling a clump of her hair out. And then she proceeded to go back to where the shop was, turned around, come back, and punched me in the chest.
All right. So let's go back just briefly to what you saw regarding your wife and the defendant. So you were watching the building's entrance or exit at the time they exited the building?
It's a side entrance.
Okay.
And we parked right there. And I was watching the door as they came out.
All right. So the first time you saw either of them was when the door opened?
Yes.
Okay. And so when they came out, who was in front and who was behind?
Miss Woods was in
Okay.
front.
And your wife was behind?
Yes, she came out after her.
Okay. And then when did you see contact being made?
As soon as my wife came out the door and stepped down a step.
All right. And where was the initial contact between the defendant and your wife? Physical contact?
At the bottom of the stairs.
All right.
My wife was still up one, and Miss Woods was at the bottom. There's only 2 stairs down.
My God, this guy witnessed it. They can make that case. Prosecutor should have prosecuted this.
And she grabbed her and they tussled about. She grabbed her by the
Were
hair.
they facing each other, or was
Yes.
she grabbed from behind?
No, they were facing each other because Miss Woods was standing there looking at my wife come down. So they were face to face, and she grabbed my wife's hair from the back, and they tussled about it. She was trying to get away, and she grabbed her hair and threw her to the ground and pulled a big chunk of hair out. And then she landed on the asphalt, hurt her head and her elbow when she landed.
All right.
I've got pictures.
All right, ma'am, this is the time I listen only
I
to
know,
this
I'm just
witness. Okay, we'll see those in a moment. And sir, do you have anything else you would like to say about the incident?
I don't think so.
Would you agree or disagree that there was some ongoing conflict about the repair of your wife's vehicle?
Absolutely.
And that's why you went there?
Number of times.
Okay.
Miss
And,
Woods always was upset.
okay, and so you knew when you went over there that there was some displeasure between your wife and the business she had hired to fix her car?
Yes.
Absolutely, okay. Anything further that you would like to say about the incident?
Well, can I tell you about the police coming?
All right, the police came to,
We called the police.
from the business?
No, from our cell phone.
No, but I mean, were you?
Yes, we were still in.
You were still at the scene?
Yes.
Okay. And you contacted Hebron Police?
Yes.
Okay.
They came after Miss Woods had turned around. After she punched me, she walked back to where the shop was. The police came and talked to me and my wife. Well, they actually didn't talk to me because they said I'm not a credible witness. Which I was standing right there, sitting in the car, watching everything. And then I got out of the car and asked her what she was doing. Then she come over and punched me in the chest. Then she walked back there, and the police talked to us and
filed a report and
Yes.
did not pursue charges?
No.
Okay.
because I was not a credible witness.
Okay.
But yet, the people in the back that were not watching.
He was an absolute eyewitness to this, and also he was a criminal victim, if you are, according to his story.
And working for her husband were a witness, which they never saw anything.
Okay. Well, sir, were you paying attention when I read from the report?
Yes.
And
It's all wrong.
Okay. All I'm saying is that the officer indicated that the reason had everything to do with conflicting stories and no video.
Right.
Right. So you had two sides telling conflicting stories and no video. So,
Unfortunately.
yeah. And so then that's why he decided not to pursue anything further.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that report did not indicate you were not a credible witness.
No, he never wrote it down. He
Okay,
just told me
well,
that.
all right. Well, all I'm saying is that
Right.
after everything was over,
Yes.
all these factors went into the report, which is the official record of the police action. So, the fact that there's conflicting testimony doesn't mean that you're not a credible witness. Both sides are telling a totally different story. He wasn't there and he didn't see any video.
No.
All right, so that's why we're in court today. That's my job, not his.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then thank you, sir. You may step down. And Ms. Murray, do you have any other witnesses you'd like to call?
I do have my cell phone, and it shows what happened to him after she punched him. If you want to see that.
All right, what happened to him? Do you mean for injury?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
He was.
ma'am, right now, we're not talking about him. We are here about your injury only. You have filed this on your own behalf, seeking compensation for only your injuries. Okay, so we'll only be talking about you today. in terms of injury?
Well, I was just trying to really establish the assault that happened. It happened to both of us, and I know we're not going for him. But the thing is, it shows to what her intent was and how violent of a person she is. Her husband even told me how violent she was. She has a history of getting into this kind of stuff. They'd have a party at their house, and she'd get into it with somebody and beat somebody up. And he literally told me that. And this was months before this happened. But I wasn't thinking that what was going to happen, that was going to happen with us, because I just went in to inquire about my car. And you go into a business all the time and inquire about things, you know, and you don't get beat up for it. And there's where the pain and suffering comes into, because I've been going through a lot, and so has he, but I've been going through a lot since this happened. And there's no reason on God's green earth for somebody to turn around and do that to another person. And I don't understand her. And I don't understand why she would do that to me.
Okay. Thank you. We will now turn to the case on behalf of the defendant. And Ms. Woods, would you please stand and raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in the matter presently before this court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and this you do under the penalties of perjury?
I do.
All right. You may be seated. And so let's just get some things out of the way first about, do you agree or disagree that this incident took place at your business on the date that was testified to, 10/10 of 23?
I agree that it took place.
Okay, that an incident of some sort took place in your business on that day. Okay. And do you agree or disagree that there had been an ongoing debate or discussion or disagreement about the repair of the vehicle?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so it had been going on for a while?
Yes.
Okay. And then, so then tell me what happened on October 10th at your business. First of all, what time of day was it?
It was in the afternoon.
Okay. And, all right, so tell me in your own words what happened.
I was in the office, and she came in yelling, screaming, carrying on, as she stated in our prior testimony here. And she was very upset, which I can understand that. However, I am not the one working on her car, and I do not work there full time. I was filling in. So she and I agreed that we would go get Ron, because that is his business, not mine. So as we decided to go out, she's yelling and screaming the whole time.
What kinds of things?
Oh, she was very upset, which I can
Okay.
understand her
But,
being
I mean,
upset.
like, what was
but,
she saying?
Just that, you know, she was sick of her car being there. She'd had it, you know, different things like that. But she was quite in a rage. We had one of the witnesses that was on the police report was not an employee of ours, and she was sitting.
Is that witness here today?
No, she is not.
Okay.
However, people could hear it outside of the building, and heard her yelling and screaming, and she was very heated. So we proceeded to go outside, and as I walked out the door and turned around, I had my arms crossed, and yes, we were in each other's faces. She gets in front of me, we fall down. You know, you jump in front of somebody and stop, and I'm headed to the shop, we're gonna fall down.
Did you end up on the ground?
I did.
Okay. Did you end up injured?
The only thing that hurt me was I had marks on my hand.
All right.
Where I hit the ground.
Okay. And so the contact that you made under your testimony with the plaintiff was as a result of the fall?
Correct.
All right. So after the incident happened, the Hebron police arrived?
That is correct.
Correct. Okay. At that time, could you observe any injuries on Miss Woods?
On Me or?
No, I'm sorry, I'm Ms. Murray.
I didn't see anything.
All right. Have any injuries on your body?
Just my hand.
Okay. And so when the two of you were walking out, you were where? Behind or in front?
When we came down the steps, I was in front of her. She had said something and I turned around to face her. And then as we moved, she got in front of me again, like still being in my face, and tripped, fell, whatever, went backwards. And as we went down, so, yeah.
She tripped on the steps?
No, she tripped like walking backwards.
Okay.
Like, she came down the steps and I'm standing here. So we turn, and as I go to walk, she gets in front of me and stops and gets in my face again. And I'm still in that momentum of moving. So,
All right. So what part of your body came into contact with her body?
My hand was on the, I reached like this as we fell. So my hand was under here and hit the pavement, and her head was like underneath that.
So her head hit the pavement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she landed on your hand?
Yes.
Okay, so she landed on the pavement on your hand.
Yes.
When she fell.
Mm-hmm. And I fell as well, obviously.
So if I'm understanding correctly, your position is that you did not assault her at all.
No.
And do you have anything else that you would like to say?
Well, I do have a couple questions as to why in the other court case that she is filing.
Well, ma'am, we can't talk about that.
Okay, well, it states that she had gallbladder injuries as a result of this, not anything from this.
All right. Well, ma'am, we can only talk about the lawsuit that's in
fine.
front of me and the evidence in this suit. All right. And so you're disputing that the injury that she sustained and was treated for, is that what you're telling me? That you're disputing that she received an injury that required treatment?
I don't understand why, if she required treatment for this, why she didn't report it as such to her insurance company and have them contact us for payment.
All right. Well, ma'am, she did testify the insurance company paid the claim.
Right, but isn't there usually
No,
something? Okay,
no.
that's fine.
No, so the insurance company paid the medical expenses and the physician visit. Do you need to see that document again?
No, I have it.
Okay. And so do you have anything else that you would like to say?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Then we will turn finally. Ms. Murray, you remain under the oath that was previously given. Do you have anything you would like to say to rebut? That means disagree with anything that was said by the defendant.
Yes.
Not rehashing everything that you told me before. This is just an opportunity to take what she just said under oath and you give me anything you disagree with.
There is no way any of that happened. She was the aggressor. I did not go in there yelling on purpose, for one thing. And I wouldn't have yelled in the first place because all I wanted was my car. And I didn't want anything like this to happen because I knew what she was like. And I figured when we were on our way out, all we were going to do was go talk to Ron. And let me ask a question. Bring something. How could, if she landed on the ground with me, how could she turn around and punch my husband in the chest? There's no way. She did not fall. She pulled me down. She's master at fighting, obviously. She grabbed me and went down. I went down. She did not go down. She did not go down one iota.
All right, and so, ma'am, is it your testimony, I was watching your hand gestures that cannot be reflected on our record.
I'm sorry.
That's quite all right.
I'm sorry.
So you gestured that you were hit from behind.
She was facing me.
Okay.
I did not touch her. She come in with her chest like it's on. And I was standing there in shock more than less. I mean, I was in shock that she was doing this. And I went to bring my hand up to put my arms like this to get her away from me. And she took that as a gesture of, to be able to hurt me, like I was going to hurt her or whatever. I don't know. I didn't. And what she did then was she looked at me. She looked at me for the longest time. She just looked at me, and then she grabbed my hair, and down I went.
Okay,
She pulled me back.
All right. So let's go through this again. You're standing face to face. She goes behind your head with her arm.
Right.
Pulls your hair and pushes you to the ground.
Yeah.
You ended up on the ground. What part of your head hit the pavement?
I went down like this.
Okay, so the
Right
back
here.
of your head hit
Right
the
here.
pavement.
Yep.
Okay. And you were on the pavement alone?
Yes.
Okay. And then, so the injury came from when your head made contact with the pavement.
And my elbow, because
Right.
you go to try to stop yourself from falling, right? And and the thing is, when it's like a horse. When you got a horse and you've got a bridle on the horse, and that horse is going to go wherever that you pull. Well, that's the same way with somebody, and that's why women grab other women's hair, is because they know they can control that person that way. There is no way I started anything with this. No way. And as God is my witness, there is no way. That's what shocked the heck out of me so much, because she had no reason to be angry with me. My car was there. They kept my car there. And he promised me 2 weeks at the most.
Okay.
So-
And I understand you were highly frustrated
Well,
when
I
you
wasn't.
went there.
I wasn't even frustrated at that point. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't doing nothing.
All right, that was going to be my next question. The testimony from the defendant is you were screaming and yelling and
Nope.
out of control, that
No.
you, when
No.
I asked her what you were saying, she said you were upset about your vehicle, and so when you entered the establishment, were you raising your voice?
No. I walked in there calmly, and I walked up. I said I wanted to see Ron, and I said my car's been in here too long, and I think I even mentioned that we paid them in full, even more than what they wanted in the first place, and they both came to my house when they were looking at my car. She had to come too, and I told her, I said, all I want is I want to find out if it's going to be done. If it's not going to be done, we're going to pick it up and take it home.
Well, folks, here's how the process works from this point forward. The court applies the evidence that you've presented here today to Ohio law and issues a written decision applying Ohio law to your dispute.
Oh, sweet.
That decision will come through the mail. All right.
We don't get a decision.
And so you did indicate that the Christopher Lane address was current, right? Ma'am, is the, and so it will be several weeks, if not a few months, before you receive anything. Cases are decided in writing in the order in which they're heard. And I have many cases in front of you that I've already heard that are waiting to have decisions written. So I take them in order. You'll receive a document so that you'll know that nobody's forgotten you, okay? A document indicating that your trial was held today. The magistrate will be deciding the case and issuing a written ruling to both of you, all right? And that's just what happens when you've got too many cases and not enough judicial officers to hear them, all
Can I
right?
add one more thing? Just one more thing. She also turned around and told us that she was going to put a lien on my car.
All right.
She did.
Okay.
And she said that, and I'm going, how could you put a lien on somebody's car when we paid you $4,900 to fix it and nothing was done?
Okay. And so, like I said, it will be at least several weeks before you get anything in writing. And then you received instructions, if you believe that I have improperly applied Ohio law and wish to object to anything that I rule in this case, you have instructions. You just simply follow the written instructions, all right? Any questions about what happened here today or what's going to happen in the future until it...
No, ma'am.
And any questions, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Then this matter is adjourned and you'll receive the written decision from the court.
Right.
Well, that's a bummer. I wanted to know what she was going to do. I tended to believe the plaintiff a little bit more. I did, but I don't know. Assessing damages is kind of hard there. Not that hard. I could come up with numbers. But those people accepting payment for repairing that car and then never doing anything and letting it sit out and get destroyed is all I need to know, that they're full of crap. And I don't believe the story that they just got tangled up. I don't believe it. I think she went after her. I don't know. I wasn't there. The husband also made sense. I don't know. So I didn't mean to make it that long, but I just had so many good clips. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. I'll send you over to Biggin.